I've been fortunate to teach this lesson to people in more than 30 different countries, and I'm so sold on it. I hope you enjoy it. The topic is how to start a business with no money. I was just newly married. My wife plays the piano. We moved to a new town. We moved our piano that was given to us by our parents, and I need a piano tuner. So I asked around, and everybody says, call this one gentleman. I forgot his name, but the unique thing was they all said, he's the local high school band teacher. Well, that makes sense. We have a piano tuner that works part-time as a band teacher, or works as a piano teacher part-time in being a band teacher. So they said, oh, there's one other thing. You might want to know that he's blind. Oh, no problem. I wouldn't discriminate. I think that's pretty cool that he's got a sideline job. So I'm on the phone talking with him. We're talking about price, and we agree on where I'm at. I'm fully expecting him to hand the phone on the other end of the line to his wife, because obviously he's not going to be able to drive. But he didn't. I lived out of town about 1.5 miles, and I told him where I lived, and he promptly told me where I lived. He gave me this explicit instructions how to get to my house, and he's never driven there once. Interesting. Well, one thing about, we all have 5 senses, don't we? We have sight, sound, taste, touch, smell. We all have those. But in his particular case, he'd lost his sight. And in losing his sight, I think our body has a way of making up for that by intensifying the other 4 senses. And they intensify to the point they're so accurate that as a band instructor, I was told that he would tell his young students, stop puffing your cheeks. Like, he could hear that a young student was puffing his cheeks. He could not see it, he heard it. Well, we all have those same 5 senses, and I'm going to make that as an analogy of the 5 things that would be nice to start your own business. But you know what the problem is? You're missing one. You're missing the finances. You don't have the money. So if you're missing one of those 5 key elements, I suggest that you better bone up, be strong, intensify the other 4 way beyond normal. Just like my friend who did the piano tuning was able to use his other 4 senses to overcome his lack of sight. One of the aspects I suggest is that you're going to have fortitude. If everybody else would end the race at the half mile, you're going to have to go 3/4 of a mile. If everybody else is quitting after the first difficult hump, you're going to have to press through to the next difficult hump. I can tell you, you're going to have fortitude. I owned a moving and storage company. There was so many times I wanted to quit. It's unbelievable. But I looked around and said, what am I going to do? I'm halfway in, and I don't have any other good options, so I continued on. I did not quit. You're going to have to stick with it till it works out. Be sure you're on the right course, of course, but then stick with it. There's going to be the element of being frugal. What do I mean by frugal? Well, some people don't understand that when you have money in your hands like this, it can get away so stinking easy. All of us, that money can get away. So if you don't create a habit of holding on to your money, disciplining your money, knowing where you can get a good buy. I'm not talking about being cheap and always bargaining down. I'm just saying shop, double shop. You do not have as much money as the other guy, or you don't have any money, so you're going to have to be frugal. It's kind of like taking this duct tape or this black tape and just rolling it up and just rolling it around, and so that you don't spend that. You've got your money, but before you unwrap that, you're going to think about, can I do without this? You cannot afford what everybody else has. You're going to have to be sure, if you're going to make this business work, you can't venture off something that's not common, that you're very good at. I call it fit for you. I have here a glove. I borrowed it from one of my machinists here. It's one that they use so they don't get too much oil on their hands, and there's coolant. But you know, that glove needs to fit. If you're going to make this business work with little or no money, you're going to have to be in the center of something that really fits you, not some sideline thing that maybe works for everybody else. It has to hit like that. so close to exactly what's in your wheelhouse that it's going to work. And then, of course, faith. Now, I can talk about God's faith, faith in God. That's a whole subject. I believe in that. But let's start with faith in yourself. If you don't think this is going to work, guess what? It's not going to work. Your words are so powerful. You've got to speak faith. You've got to think faith. I had a situations many times that I was totally out of money. My kids were wondering, what are we going to do? We always had food. I'm not talking about that. I had a little slogan that says, you know what? I have money you don't know of. Well, I didn't know of it either. But I didn't convey cheap poverty. Oh, no money. I had faith in myself. I went to work every day. I had doubts, sure, but I didn't share those doubts. So those are the 4 things that lead up to fortitude: frugal, fit for you, faith, and of course finances. It would be nice to have finances, but you don't have it. So those 4 things better be pretty good. Get them better and better and better and better until the finances come. Now, I've been around long enough to see different other people that they had all 5. In fact, if you've got plenty of money, you don't have to find something that fits quite so close. You understand? You can experiment around with things that are not right in your center of your wheelhouse. If you've got plenty of money, you can also have a little less fortitude. You know, you've got money that's going to push you on through. You have some options there. So you can see, I was observing a news show one time. It was so interesting. There was a couple, and they had neither sight nor sound. They could neither see nor hear each other. They could smell, touch, and taste. They got married. They got their PhD. It was Barbara Walters did the special. They communicated by hand signals inside their hand like that. It was so exciting to see how somebody could overcome 2 handicaps. So let's give ourselves a break. Get out of the poverty line. Get out of the, oh, woe is me line. Get out there. Find something that fits for you. You can be frugal. You can have fortitude. You can have faith. And the finances are going to come. And I believe that if you line those 4 things up, God will bring in your path something that's unbelievably good. And you'll be ready to take advantage of it.